A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday night basketball on very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
When good offense meets great defense, these are the games MP has set his sights on. He wants his team to play poised, avoid rushing, and play their brand of offensive basketball.
And when MP lets his feelings known, it's meant to send a message. Look for them to run a quick offense. If MP has his way, I don't think the shot clock will factor in too much.
And the starting lineup for Miami, we've got Walker. He's out there with Jaime Jaquez. Bam Adebayo is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Z in at the point. And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
Tonight it's all about the offenses, and MP is key. Talking to him before the game, he said he knows he has to be efficient and not waste any possessions. Get ready for points tonight, guys.
Yeah, well, Allie, you know me. I'm always ready to see big scoring numbers. Wells, the pass to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Inside. And stolen by Adebayo. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Z. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Knocked away. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Outside Walker. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
See the pass to Vassell. Here's Z, hounded by Ball. The shot by Z, no good.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Ball outside. Here's Wells. And it's off from three-point range. Heat leading by 7. Here's Z. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Z's got 8. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Miami.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Carter, he's checked in for Memphis. And Miami with a change here too. Jackson is checked in.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
There's no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Wells. Now Wall. Ball outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Brown in the high post. Back to Ball. Brown, a screen on Jackson. The 3 from Ball. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Z. Oh, nice D from Carter. Grizzlies trail by 12. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Both teams will make substitutions.
Doing all right. We'll get him.
Murphy passes to Dort. The ball's knocked loose. Walker with a steal. Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Walker. Alexei Pokusevski is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jackson, and it's Z in at the 2. Good on the shot.
That's an easy board for Poku and an easy putback.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Will Z in their last game against the 76ers put on a show. He ended up with 44 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And here's Cobb for 3. Nails it from 3. Cobb's got 8 here in this quarter.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Here's Z. Murphy pulls it in.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
The 3. Carter can't get it to go. Miami leading by 7. Here's Z. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Z's got 14.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And Brett, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Pass to Dort. And here's Cobb for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Jackson can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 8. Rose up top. Pass to Dort. Here's Carter. Driving in. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
13 foul.
And he makes the first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Carter nails them both. There's 49 seconds left in the second. Here's Z. He's checked by Carter. Here's Adebayo. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Memphis. 8-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Tipped away. Ball with a steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Carl passed a ball to the paint. Here's Wall. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
You know, for Miami, fresh out the gates, they've already established themselves as one of the teams to beat.
That is certainly reflected. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Memphis Grizzlies.
We've talked about...
Appreciate you joining.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
We've got Ball, and it's Wall in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Carl, pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6, to the middle. Low block shot. Wells misses.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it and make the adjustment.
All right, for this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Miami, number 1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Brown passes to Carl. Now here's Ball. The D's right on him. Rebound Miami.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Z. Drills it from deep. And now an 11-point Miami lead.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Pass to Wells. Here's Ball. Here's Carl. Here's Wells. He's guarded by Vassell. Just 4 to shoot. He shoots. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's Z. And it's off the back of the rim, no good.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Here's Wells. Brown, a screen on Vassell. Here's Wells. Puts up a deep 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Grizzlies trail by 13. Brent, it didn't take long for Jaquez Jr. to establish himself as one of the steals of his draft class.
Yeah, the interesting thing with where he played was how he gained the confidence of the teammates around him. A lot of expectations about playing winning basketball. Well, Jaquez did a lot of that in college. He's got great feel, great size, and seems to be in the right spot most of the time.
Heat leading by 11. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Z's got 29 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Substitution on the court.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Cobb on the wing. Pass to Carter from downtown. He drops it from range.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Walker, and it's Stanley in at the small forward position.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Pass to McKinney from behind the arc. Rebound Miami. Walker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Z. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Z's got 17 now, just in the second half.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Back to Carter. Here's McKinney. Puts up a 3. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. Timeout called. Heat. A line change here from Memphis. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Vassell outside. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Ball outside. Outside wall. Ball outside. 6 to shoot. And again, it's Memphis missing. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Miami. A 21-point lead, the biggest of the game. The shot is good.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
No problems knocking that one down.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Z. Memphis with a rebound.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Here's Carl. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Z.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Miami dominating the game. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over wall. Adebayo, that's good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Hits the trifecta. And the Heat with possession. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Jaquez finds Vassell. Here's Z. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Pass to Carl. Now here's Brown. So it's the Heat winning this one easily.